more room for carrying things, all kinds of things. This arrangement provides you with built-in flexibility.
On two-door models, you have similar advantages, only the seat back release is at the top of the seat back. Very easy, as you can see.
Another point on the four-door models. If you look here, you'll find a child-proof door lock. Just flip it up and the rear door cannot be opened from the inside. Now let's move up front and cover some items there.
Certain models have auxiliary sun visors. They're great for reducing road glare and for blocking out the sun. The driver has the same thing on the other side.
If your Explorer has a sunroof, you can use it several different ways. It can be popped up with the sunshade in place. It can be popped up without the sunshade, or it can be removed entirely. There's a storage bag provided to stow the sunroof and liner. Secure the storage bag in the cargo area using the tie-down hooks. If your Explorer is equipped with sport bucket seats, you'll notice two switches right here. One is marked lumbar, and the other is marked bolster. Press the lumbar, and you'll feel support in your lower back. Press the bolster, and the seat firms up along your thighs. The sport seat also has a thigh support. Pull it out to extend it.
The passenger seat also has the thigh support and the lumbar feature. Both seats recline. Here's the lever. The seats are adjusted forward and back manually. But remember, while the vehicle is in motion, both seat backs must be upright. Some Explorers are equipped with power-operated door locks, windows, and outside mirrors. Of interest here is the switch design. You'll notice they have bumps and hollows. This is so you don't have to fumble with them in the dark. You'll be able to work them by feel alone. Engineers call them ergonomic switches. I call them a good idea.
To get at your fuses, there's a drop-down fuse box under the dash to the left of the steering column. It contains 5 spare fuses and a tool to remove blown fuses. The hazard flasher switch is clearly marked and visible here on the top side of the steering column. Now let's look at the automatic transmission settings. You'll notice 2 Ds. The one in the circle is the overdrive setting, which is the normal driving position. The other one is the straight drive setting, which locks out overdrive. It might be used, for example, if you're driving at high elevations or pulling a trailer. Also beneath the dash, to the right of the transmission hub, is a fuel pump shutoff switch. It'll automatically trigger if your vehicle is involved in a collision or if your vehicle is severely jarred. Once the switch is triggered, it has to be reset to start the engine. Keep that in mind.
With the sound system you selected, you'll get quality, high-fidelity listening pleasure. Directions on how to set the clock, lock-in stations, and other information about how to work your particular sound system are in this guide.
So much for safety, comfort, and convenience features. You'll want to refer to your owner guide and supplements for other specifics that we haven't covered here.
Now we're going to briefly cover some important on-road driving tips. This will be followed by some off-road maneuvering demonstrations that will be handled by an experienced driver. However, before we do that, let me just say that your new Explorer is one of the most versatile vehicles on the road today. With it, you can go places and do things you couldn't do before. And you'll enjoy a new sense of freedom because the Explorer is truly an all-around performance vehicle.
We make this point because your 4x4 Explorer, especially when loaded, may handle differently than an ordinary passenger car. This is because your 4x4 vehicle has special design and equipment features for off-road operation. Since these features are unique, you must pay special attention to safety.
As an overall precaution, take it slow and easy until you get to know and understand your new Explorer and have built confidence in your ability to handle it both on and off the road. Federal law requires that all utility vehicles, including your Explorer, carry a caution to drivers. Avoid any unnecessary sharp turns or other abrupt maneuvers that could cause loss of control, possibly leading to rollover. Now for some tips on how to handle your Explorer on-road. And remember, always buckle up. There's no need to depress the accelerator before starting the engine. The electronic fuel injectors eliminate the need to do that. It's important to remember that the braking characteristics of a four-wheel drive unit are the same as with a two-wheel drive. It will not stop in less distance with a four-wheel drive. If you have a four-wheel drive model and find you need additional traction in certain situations, with the mere touch of a button, you can select the sure-footed security of four-wheel drive. We'll be covering this procedure in greater detail in a moment. For an added plus, the Explorer's electronic rear anti-lock brake system, which operates when traveling in two-wheel drive, is designed to inhibit complete rear wheel lockup and help you come to straight stops under most operating conditions. Now let's cover some on-road emergency situations. If your vehicle goes off the edge of the pavement, slow down, but avoid severe brake application. Ease the vehicle back onto the pavement only after reducing your speed and the traffic clears. Don't turn the wheel too sharply while returning to the road surface. If you're forced off the road and into a ditch, don't try to cut the wheel sharply to move out of the ditch. The correct procedure is to continue in a straight line to the bottom of the ditch and then ease out of the ditch.